Okay, guys. The attention-seeking video, how I healed from attention-seeking. I haven't ever really had a big attention-seeking problem, and the reason being for this is I never was given attention. From when I was younger to say like a little girl or whatever, like my mother was unemotional, unavailable. So she couldn't give me that nurturing. Now, as far as I know, like even with my mom, like at certain times, because it was just a back and forth thing, but I was the youngest and I was with her for off and on a little while, like periods of time when I wouldn't be living at other people's houses or my aunts or or at my grandparents, or it was always my aunts or my grandparents that I lived when I was a little girl. And one time this couple, my sister's uncle and his wife, they were about to adopt me, but they took me from the town that me and my mom was in, and they took me to another city, and I wouldn't stop crying. Like, I could not get used to them people. I literally, like, I begged them to take me back, and like they were taking me because they knew that my mom could not take care of me or whatever, but I didn't understand that as a child. I just, even though we were outside or whatever, and I'm gonna just skip over that part because I'm not gonna be giving any more of my stories, because they take them and they make their movies with them, and I don't want them to. If they're not going to pay me, then I don't want to be giving my information, because that my stuff is valuable to me. And as is, they have gotten a lot off of me. If they don't want to give me what I need or whatever, then I don't need to give like that freely like that. So I'm gonna just skip over that. Something just like dropped in my spirit real heavily, and God just told me, he was like, don't do it anymore, don't. So how I was broken, how I healed from attention seeking is I haven't never really been an attention seeker. Now, we do have the right to show our results, show how we look, and all of that. But attention seeking is dangerous, because when you're an attention seeker, you can hurt someone, not only someone else, but you can also hurt yourself and everyone else around you. Attention seeking is not a good thing to have as addiction, or to be operating out of. How I healed from being an attention seeker is I never got attention. So I basically learned how not to seek outside of myself to be appeasing to someone, or to try to throw myself out onto people. I never was a person that liked to throw myself out when it came to boys or anything. I just always stayed like in my little box. I really didn't care what people thought or whatever about me. If it was me and my cousins and we were all girls and guys choose them and didn't choose me, it didn't bother me when I was younger. That pretty much didn't bother me. I seen the differentiate situations that were occurring, and I understood them, but I didn't care so much or whatever. Like, and in a way, it made me be a Pacific person with being Pacific with who I wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like, or I would accept in my space, or I would accept as a partner. In that sense of whatever. How I learned to not be a attention seeker and try to go and throw myself out, put myself out there and throw myself, try to be above no other women or try to take their spot or do things or whatever to seek out attention from other people, is how I healed from that. Is I never got it. I never really got attention from my parents so I lived having to not being an attention seeker. Now, things that you see me, I'm trying to get myself out there a little bit more, because I'm seeing that, by me working from a lower level than what other people are, it's causing them to be able, and by them having more people on their platform, they could easily come and take your items and go use it, and it could go viral. It could go this. They could take something, valuable from yours and go and use it, and it could blow for them. Nevertheless, they're not getting away with it because God knows energetically what they did. But for the time being, you'll still be left with, no results of your work, because everyone's fishing out of your lake, your ocean, or whatever, to take from you and go and feed it out into the world, and it manifests. You know what I'm saying? So, but believe you me, God will give you a break somehow, some way, and that person took from you, they'll be deducted from, and it's energetically, it always happens. It's just it stays in a rotation and no one gets away. It's just energetically, it's gonna come back regardless. It's gonna go forward and then it's gonna come back, So nevertheless, like I'm stating, how I learned how to not be an attention seeker or hurt other people trying to fetch or fight for people's attention, is I never was given attention, basically, really. Again, I say, I could go a little bit into details about what happened that made me be the way I am. Like I say, I could be around a crowd of girls, and you notice that narcissistic people, they have to be first in everything they do. They have to control situations. They have to be seen. They have to be known. They will stomp on people to get to where they're going. They don't care about no one else. They don't have any emotions. It's them. And, they'll do anything by all means to get whatever it is they want. And so, most of the time, they're going to be attention seekers. And these attention seekers, narcissistic attention seekers, they will go to no measurements of trying to keep your light hid and stomp on you to be the only one that they feel that's shining. When a shine don't come from your outer outer surface. You can take something and you can go and use it, and if it didn't come from your spirit man and it wasn't given to you and it's not yours, it's not your work, it's basically a flaunt. It didn't come from the originator. So if you're an original person and you like to do things in your own way, your own style and all of that, and someone take it and it comes from your spirit man, they can take it and go use it and get whatever results. But if it didn't come from them spiritually, you can't see the shine as though you would from the originator that God put it in. You'll see a sparkle, a little speck or sparkle, and it'll spark other empty people that's being drawn and attracted to that person that took your items to be seen and heard and use your items, but it won't have a shine. That's what they're not understanding. The shine come from within. It's from your spirit man. And so how I healed from attention seeking. I never did. I've never. So I knew I lived with not receiving attention, so to the point to where I attracted people that were empty, people that was going to be unavailable, that couldn't give me no attention, people that were likely to ever get any attention. I would attract people that was as such. That way, so when I did and got in these relationships and connections, these people was always unavailable. They couldn't ever give me the desired attention that I was needing. So it made me have to continue to keep from as a younger child till now. I had to always continue to go within to give myself attention that I needed, because I couldn't seek it from the outer surface from no one. I was unable to get it from them. So it was hard for me to try to go and seek it from others. I kept having to always go in and go in and go in and go in and seek out to give attention to myself and fill myself up. And believe you me, it's not easy. It's a very hard thing to have to do, to continuously have to feed yourself attention and love and care and all of that, and be okay with it. So I'm just telling y'all a little bit more of the story. Here in the, I got some other things coming up. I did state that to you guys. And no matter how people try to stomp on me, try to make it where I'm not seen, I'm starting, late, I would say, or whatever, even though, we still got a long ways to go before you turn 65 and be able to quit working. So you got to keep working. So you got to do something by all means necessary to try to gain stability in, financial and things for yourself. So, I still got a long ways to go. And so I need y'all to help me out with liking, subscribing my channel. I'm coming real with the truth. It's life. And you're going to want to stay tuned and in touch with what I'm about, because by all means necessary, it will teach you a lot and it will help you along the way on your journey to get further than where you're at. And help heal some things that maybe you are suffering from in the mighty name of Jesus. But guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I really appreciate you guys for coming and liking my channel. And God bless. Y'all have a great one.